I got to welcome to the studio man like Kagwe Mungai. He's got a brand new album. It's been doing very, very well. I've been checking out guys sharing it out on, on Instagram, TikTok and all of that. And over the last couple of weeks, he's been doing a very, very good promo run, which I've been seeing the videos, nini kila kitu. Remarkable job. I say all of that to say this. I wasn't invited to the launch.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I saw it on Instagram on Saturday. I was like, oh,
there's
on Friday.
You were 100% invited. In fact, your name was there on the list.
It was?
Yeah, it was on the list.
But I didn't get no invite.
There were invites that were sent here to the office.
They
were mad cute too.
They were mad cute.
Yeah.
I hope they kept it.
I think they kept it.
Man, but well done.
Thank you,
well done on dropping this. And that track, first and foremost, rebirth for me. When I was listening to it, it just reminded me of my grandma.
Yeah.
That kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Right?
That is my grandma.
That is... Oh, what?
Yeah, that is my grandma. It's funny you say that. That's my grandma.
Really?
Yeah. I had an old video that we had recorded sometime on my birthday. And my grandma really likes to sing, you know. So she was singing for me happy birthday and these other just songs of blessings. And yeah, I found the video on my phone in my archive somewhere.
Yes.
So I was like, oh my God, I need to sample my grandma. This would be so dope.
Because I listened to it and I was just like, man, that just reminded me, those happy memories. Grannies are not associated with nothing bad. It's just good times, happiness, blessings, all of that. And then moving on to track number 2, By My Way. It's so perfect, right? How you transition from your granny to now this. I had a dream. I could buy my way. Yeah. That's a perfect transition.
Asante.
Yeah, man. And of course, like I was saying earlier on, that's the game right there.
That's the game. If you listen to even the way that the rebirth starts, there's a tape sound. That little tape thing, and there's those devices that are throughout the album that you hear.
Yes.
To kind of prepare you for the next thing. I think sometimes people make albums and then you go from one song to the other song and it's such a huge shift, right?
Yeah.
And you almost don't feel ready for it. But I want people to listen to it like a movie,
Yeah.
Let's go on this journey together. So even that from the rebirth, because there's a whole new, I think, way that I'm understanding the industry, hence the name Rada.
Yes.
And then now going to Buy My Way. And then now that's when we really go into the sampling.
I like that. Shout going out to everybody who came through for agreeing for you to sample them and all. That's never... Okay, actually, let me put it this way, right? Who gave you a hard time?
Honestly, for the most part, there wasn't too much of a hard time. I think once I was able to really just have some conversations with the different artists, with the different producers, master rights owner. This is also the first time this is happening at this scale.
In
right?
the 254, yeah?
Yeah. And so essentially we, number one, want to make sure that we protect people's IP, right? We're not going to violate people's IP. We want to definitely protect that. And then 2, also just to really big up these guys that inspired my music and other music that other musicians have been able to create,
Yep.
There would be no, I don't know, Sauti Sol without the mushrooms,
True.
The mushrooms were as big, if not crazier.
Huge.
In the 70s, you know.
I watched them perform a couple of weeks back at Gecko on a Sunday and I was just okay, this is fire.
They're still amazing performers. Very. 50 years in, or however long it's been. Yeah.
Now, I want to transition into the next one. Hot Stepper, Kagwe, and man like Crispa, who was in the studio last week. Of course, that's Ndovuku. This one for me is a really, really good record. We've been playing it for hot minutes.
Yes, sir.
And let's play it first. Ndovuku, Crispa, right here on Fast with the Hits, Trace FM 95.3 on Good Morning Trace. Hot Stepper reminds me of that. What is that athlete from SA? What is he called? Remember when everybody was making fun of that guy from SA? We'll remember, the one who shot the girlfriend, not one of the things I want to get into, but you remember the bladed athlete, right? When guys were making fun of him, calling him Hot Stepper.
Oh, that's what they were calling him.
Yeah. Back in the day when everything had happened. All right, if you're just locking in, we're looking at the brand new album from the man Kagwe Rada. Now, Hot Stepper, how did this come to be about? Who hollered at who?
First of all, 10 marks. Can you guess the sample?
Nameless.
Yeah, which song? Which song?
I know the sample.
Holiday.
Yeah, it's Holiday. Yeah.
A lot of people don't actually get Holiday. People think it's a song called Hot Stepper.
Yeah.
But that's actually the intro for Holiday. That's how iconic the intro for that song is. He doesn't sing that phrase anywhere else.
Yes.
In the song, But it's like, I'm the hot step, and it just like it really just
my creator.
Thanks to my creator.
Yes.
Then he goes into like now the song.
Ah.
Right? And like for me, I always found that part so iconic. And I was like, yes, that's the part to sample. And
so you called Mr. Madenge.
So I first called Ndovuku.
Yes.
Right? Because at the time it was just an idea. I hadn't actually put it down on anything, right?
Yes.
So I was playing Ndovuku a bunch of different songs, different ideas for the album. And I was in his studio. And I was telling you in the break that like one of the reasons I felt like I really was able to like really get along and relate is like he's also a producer. I feel like he sees the industry in a similar way. Like he's really amerada. He's really thinking about like things clearly, his positioning, his like deals, how he's now
how he's moving.
And now he has Tusker and just the alignment. Like it makes sense.
Yep.
He's not doing it by chance, and so we were just kind of riffing off, and I told him about like the Hot Stepper thing I wanted to do, and then now he did the Kadangote, and I was like, oh, that's dope. Kadangote.
Oh, that's a fire one.
Yes, sir.
And you know what I like about him, and we were just mentioning it. As the song played, a lot of people actually don't know that he's produced so many other songs way before all of this, right? And my guy is hot. He's gonna be quite big. Yo, that song, what was the reception like? Because it's one of the leading singles to the album.
Yeah.
What was the reception like?
Honestly, for all of the songs, I'm really grateful. It's been really positive. It's been really positive. We've been able to just like, a lot of people are, I think, quite jazzed to see the song presented in a different way, And Ndovuku's obviously storytelling is the most hilarious, He's really that guy that you expect to crack that joke. I can imagine in class, he'd be that guy that has all of those two stories of what happened.
Noisemakers. Noisemakers. Yeah, man, he's got a lot of stories. Now, as we transition into the next hour right here on Fast with the Hits, Trace FM, let's go straight in for a song called Ghostika. All right, we're looking at the album Rada all of this morning, right here for the show. It's going to be a very good time if you're just locking in. How many tracks are we in? 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 tracks in now. No, 4 actually, because we've played just, the intro. Yeah. Around 4 tracks. We're playing the whole album. Shagana to man like Kagwe for making time to be with us today. So this video, when is this dropping? Because, hey, this one, I can assure you is going to be a big one.
Yeah, it definitely... I think when we finished the jam, I was just like, wow, this jam feels like December.
Yeah.
It just feels like December. It feels like that sherehe season. So definitely around that period. In the meantime, we just really want to vibe to it. It's something we've been talking about with Matata, trying to figure out how and when we're going to do the video. Obviously, them being away and everything, and we're talking about it. We could do the video where they shoot their version there, we shoot our version here. But I feel like, when we're making this song, the idea was, I've always believed in gengetone, right? I feel like that, is the thing that we have collectively that is the most exportable, and that's Kapuka and that's Genge. It's the same thing, it's just evolved, right?
Yes.
My vision, and I think I share the same thing with Ndovuku. We were talking about it the other day. If for 6 months, right, we had like 40 to 50 Kenyan artists who are releasing every month or at least every 2 months their own version of gengetone.
Yes.
This thing would take over the world.
Massively,
right? So imagine week 1, BN has dropped a Gengetone song, but it's in his style, right? So we're not asking him to be like Mbuzi Gang. Don't make a song like that. Make your own Gengetone,
your own
right?
style,
which would be incredible. BN on his own kind of Gengetone, you know. Chris Kaga already has his own kind of Gengetone, you know. Kagwe Mungai has his own kind of Gengetone with the samples and the things like that, you know. So even putting the video together, I would really want it to be like a super unique concept, and these guys already have incredible videos.
You know, I love their videos, and the one thing about having Matata, and this is to anyone who's listening, like if you're going to collaborate with Matata, that song is high energy. Yo, those guys are like the embodiment of energy. Like you can hear that song, man. It's just I love it, man. So this one is called Painting, right? I want to move on to this next one over here. Listen to this interlude. I'm actually going to play it off of this cut over here. This one. I like that tape. I like that start.
Yeah.
I think I should press this. Okay. Let me pull that back again.
Listen, come on, man.
Listen.
Come on, man. We're not playing.
Listen to
Wako Rada.
Song's called Pole Pole. Wow. You're clearing. This must have been deep. So you can definitely hear that Issa sample, right?
Yes, sir.
And so when I listened to the song the first time, it didn't hit me. And I want to assume, and you tell me if I'm correct. So when you were thinking of that, did you think of who is a dope rapper in Swa and thought King Kaka? What was that? Was that the thinking? Because if you think Issa and how he flowed in Swa, King Kaka can flow in Swa.
100%.
Was that the reason behind it?
I think there's something very like legendary about King Kaka's flow, right? I mean, even that Shakespearean kind of Swahili Shakespeare kind of vibe, that where he like his genesis, you know. And not to say that he's similar, and I wasn't trying to bring Issa back or anything, right? But I just felt that if there was somebody that could
do that, to do
it justice, it would be Kaka. It would be Kaka, and he did it instantly. It was probably one of the quickest verses I've seen written on this album. You know, he just like heard it. He was like, cool, love it. Give me a second. We record.
100%.
Incredible.
Right. He writes it down. Boom. You guys record, and it's a done deal.
Yeah, the song was actually, I had another verse as well. You know, there was a third verse. And then after like going through it enough, I was like, no, I think this is enough. You know, like the third verse would have been overkill, right? It was a great verse.
They weren't ready for it.
They weren't ready for it. It would have been too much. Be like, oh no, I'm drowning in this greatness.
Yep.
So yeah, no, we chose to cut it over there. I actually.
But why not drop it, man? If it was gonna be overkill, if you've got King Kaka on your track, bro, you need to kill King Kaka.
And the thing is, my verse came hard.
Your verse is hard.
And thanks to Issa's guidance, there's no defiance. Naringa Kawase wali end alliance. Come on, dog.
That's that bar right there.
Come on, dog.
Shagonat to Yuri, Mr. I went to Alliance every other goddamn day. Yo, that was that line over there is definitely one of those. It's relatable and it sticks with you. Now, next song, Zero. I was listening to it and I was like, God. What is all of this violence? What is all of this?
Yeah, man, there's a bit of a backstory there.
There's a bit of a backstory. So, Zero, for me, takes it back to that whole new Nairobi sound. You know what I mean? It's you, Fena, Mayonde.
Yes.
100%.
Squad.
This is a squad. It's a reincarnation. We need Blinky on it, for sure. You know what I mean? But, hey... Let me just play it because it started with quite a bit of.
Can I give context before you play it?
Go ahead.
Let me give some context. Okay, so this was like sometime in 2018, I want to say. I went to Dubai for a show. Young single man at the time. I'm excited. I've got this like runway show at like Dubai Fashion Week. It's dope. Me, I'm excited because it's the first time I'm going to use Tinder, right? Download Tinder at JKIA. I'm just there ready to start swiping as soon as I hit Dubai, right? Because also international babes, whatever. Gonna have the world to choose from, right?
Yes.
Match with a babe, Nini. We agree, let's meet up here. Before I leave to go and meet her, she, because there's a few people that have profiles there that are like there for the money, right? And they're very straight up about it. It's just like this costs, this costs this much, this costs this much. So obviously me, I'm there trying to find a real connection, right? Anyway, match with this babe, vibes. She's like, let's meet up. We meet up. I mean, I go to her and meet up. On the way, I message her. I'm like, hey, just making sure that this is fun and not business. She tells me, business? You mean payment? Don't worry, you can pay me with your mind. I'm like, ooh. Hey. Okay.
God damn.
Okay, let's go. I'm like, bet. I go there, I reach. I call her, nothing. I text her, nothing. I call her, nothing. She then sends a message. I'm still in the cab at this point because I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on here, right? So she's like, what's up? I'm like, where are you? And I'm like, I arrived at the place where we agreed to meet. Where are you? She's like, how much do you have? And I was like, damn, right? So I'm like, since you wasted my time, I'm going to waste your time. So I told her, just come. What do you want? She's like, 500 dirhams, whatever. I can't remember the exact value, right? So I was like, you come in 2 minutes, I'll double it, right?
Yeah.
Then she went silent for like 5 minutes. As I'm on the way back, she sends me this voice note that was so insulting and so hilarious. I was like, I have to put this in a song one day. And I did just that.
God damn. All right. I hope my producer cleaned it properly. Let's go.
This is Kagwe. Leave a message.
You are very, very stupid for you to leave your home and you think you want to come and a lady for free. You are so stupid. You are the stupidest person I've seen in this Dubai. You are very stupid. Ask your mates. They always pay, okay, to have fun. I'm not your girlfriend. I don't know you, so you don't have to come to my room and have fun for free. Do you know how much I pay for my rent? Do you know how much I pay for my apartment? You are very, very stupid.
Did you think I want you back? Zero. I wasn't even.
Yo, listen. We got to take that message home one more time. You're very stupid.
You're very stupid. Leave a message.
You are very, very stupid for you to leave your home and you think you want to come and a lady for free. You are so stupid. You are the stupidest person I've seen in this Dubai. You are very stupid. Ask your mates. They always pay, okay, to have fun. I'm not your girlfriend. I don't know you, so you don't have to come to my room and have fun for free. Do you know how much I pay for my rent? Do you know how much I pay for my apartment? You are very, very stupid.
Did you think I want you back? Zero. I wasn't even there to text you.
Go back home.
Now you left going back. Zero. Did you think
Shiro.
back? Zero. I wasn't even there to text. Zero. Oh, now
Wow. Y'all are really rough for this though.
call me back. Zero.
Is that an attempt to take them to church towards the end?
Imagine.
What?
Yeah.
Out of all of that?
I'm that petty.
Oh.
Listen, I want.
Oh, that is stupid. My God, I
listen,
love it.
my dream is that this girl is gonna be in the club, and her friend will be like, Funke, is that not you now? That's you. As they're there, hey, zero.
Yo, that's an amazing record.
Thank you.
Shout out to man like Kagwe for dropping that one. It's called Zero. And yo, that's turning a very interesting situation into an amazing record.
Bro, you take the L's and you make them W's.
100%.
You have to. Because that was an L. It was a straight L.
Hey.
And there was no other way to recover.
No other way. Yo, if you're just locking in, we're taking a look at the very, very dope album. Yo, this one is going to definitely be a good one. Now, as we keep it moving, let's go here first and then go on to a song called Lonely. It's very melodious.
It is.
It's very catchy.
It is.
Okay, walk me through the production because I find it very interesting. The sounds.
So I think first of all, thematically, I really like the idea of juxtaposition, and I think that's present throughout the entire album. So putting something where it doesn't necessarily naturally sit.
Yes.
So the song is called Lonely, and by the title, it's about being lonely. It's a sad song.
Falling in love with being lonely.
Yeah, but there's a kind of happiness towards the end
Exactly.
where it flips, right?
Yes.
But essentially that sadness, against like such a big track, for me is just like such a cool feeling, because I don't know if you've ever seen like either on stage as you're like doing things like somebody crying while like they're bashing, right?
Yeah.
That for me is like the epitome of like the concert experience, you know?
Man.
That's the epitome of the concert experience. And so actually this is probably one of the oldest tracks on the album. This was during COVID. I made this and I was in the house and I actually was asleep. And every now and then, I don't know if it happens to other artists, but I dream about music, right? So I dreamt I was in the studio and I dreamt that I made this beat and I was like, oh my goodness, this is incredible, right?
Yeah.
So what I did is I took out my phone and I tried to record it on my voice recorder.
In the last 1 month, you're the second person who said that.
Yeah.
Young Willis was out here from Nigeria and he said he does the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He dreams and he just wakes up and he like hums the melody or something,
Exactly.
does that. Or at times he'll be so motivated, he'll wake up and go into the studio and line up something. And he's like, yo, I'll come back to this.
Exactly. Because you have to get it then. Like how dreams are. Like if you don't get it within that first 30 minutes, it's gone.
But how is it that musical dreams are so different? Like, yo, I dream that I'm driving a Ferrari
Yeah.
and I don't wake up and like drive it.
You have to wake up that moment. If you wake up that moment, there's somewhere waiting for you. It's very close. You have a 30-minute window to get the Ferrari.
You guys are so lucky. Like, actual things have been sent to you. Like, how many songs have come to you like that?
Honestly, this is the first time I've successfully developed it, because like, you're half asleep, right? You're recording a voice note. Even when I recorded this voice note, it was you're recording everything that you had, and you have like one voice. So the voice note sounds like lonely, and you wake up in the morning, you're like, what did I just listen? What did I just do?
Yeah.
And then you kind of have to sift through it a little bit and like, okay, so this was the tempo, this was like the drum, there was like a thing about being lonely in there, and then now put it together, So it's actually the first time that I was able to transition it from the dream into reality.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Man. Bruh, the Lord blessing you guys different,
Hallelujah.
man. Now, East African Girls, because of time, we've already been championing that song. Let me sample it, Kidogo, for guys to hear.
Yes, sir.
It's already been out. This one's the massive record from, it dropped a couple of weeks back, right?
Yes, sir.
The bigger the cream, the sweeter the juice. You have to be alien.
It's definitely been on high rotation. It's a song that I like. Shagonai to Mr. Madenge
Yes,
once
sir.
again. This was really dope, man. You represented for the culture. East African Girls.
Yeah, man. Like this project, I think, is for, there's definitely a strong Kenyan energy about it, but I really wanted it to be a flag in the sense of it's bigger than just me. It's bigger than just Kenya. There's a lot of amazing homage that's being paid throughout this entire period. When Wailai was released, those were the days for Channel O and everything. And Kenyan music was on top.
It was on top. It's coming. It's there now.
Yeah. And now we're coming to remind them that like, hey,
we've been here.
It's 254 season now.
Yep,
It's 254 season.
I like it.
Yes, sir.
It's one of those ones. And for me, man, shout out to my East African girls. Just like Drake said it. Young East African girl. Big high five.
Big forehead.
To your forehead, like face palm. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Soila in the studio. Now, we're moving on to another one, a song called Bestie. One of my favorite records off the album. This one for sure. Shout out to Kolo, celebrating 20 years. Damn. From way back when, from days of kleptomaniacs to him doing his thing on his own, 20 years of Kolo, and you went and got him for the track. My guy. Hey, how was that?
It was actually incredible. Kolo came over to the crib. We were just jamming. And initially, you know, I wanted him to be in the album. I wasn't sure for which particular song, you know, but that session wasn't for us to record. It wasn't for us to do anything. It was just like, let me see my guy. Let's vibe out, you know, and kick it. And I played him this one, and like the way that he instantly resonated with it. And, you know, like Kolo is also known for his ear, you know.
Yeah.
Kolo, besides having like an incredible articulation of rap, right? This guy has
that Sweet 16.
He has an ear for songs. Because remember, there was a time when Kolo was just like the king of collabs as well, right? It's because Kolo could spot a hit from a mile away, and he's just like, this guy stood up. He did laps around my living room, just like going crazy. He's like, bro, I don't know what you had planned for today, but my plan is this song.
Yeah,
and again, he delivered like beyond what I even imagined. He came through all the way.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yo, Shagana to Kolo, man. Big respect. He was on the show a couple of weeks back as well. And funny enough, what you're saying is actually what Sheila said. Okay. Sheila Monyege shared the same sentiment, said that guy right there, don't sleep on him.
Don't sleep on him.
I know he's got a lot of dope projects that are coming up as well. So if you're a big fan of Kolo, be on the lookout for that. All right, we're keeping it moving right here on Fast with the Hits. Trace FM, I want to play this next one. Chilili.
Yeah.
Did I say it right?
Chilili.
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 What were you thinking naming that? Chilili.
I mean,
Chilili.
It's as the song suggests when you hear it in a second, you know, it's about that situation when you really need to make that call, or you need someone to, you know, chilili. And there's different ways of expressing it. And we got Femi One on the song as well. And I don't think Femi One has ever done Amapiano in her life, but she destroyed it.
Yo, Femi is not to be played with.
She destroyed it.
Yo, Femi dropping Dame Kutoka Mwiki a couple of weeks back, and it's fire. It's fire. Let's go straight in.
Kuna masense, kuna magova. Call my number. Tupo kwa site na kuna madrona.
Chilili. I'm trying to master it. Chilili. This one's gonna give DJs a hard time, I swear to you. You know, every time I talk to DJs, right? They're like, guys are a bit faded, and they're trying to describe a song that they want played. Yeah. So you can imagine, hey, you know that Chilili. DJ Atigan. It's a massive record. Shagana to Femi One, as I said, she dropped a brand new album a couple of weeks ago, Dem Toka Mwiki, and she comes correct as ever on the album Rada by Kagwe Mungai as well. Yo, that one is so you see, I listen to music occasionally with my daughter, and I'd like to like see songs that she listens to and songs that she'll tell me, right?
Yeah.
And that I can see how it can definitely be one of those songs that kids will be like, yo, can we, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think that's one of the things that I also picked up from Nameless as well. You know, he told me that when he would like have demos of songs, he'd just like go to the estate, have the car open when kids are kind of playing after school, and then just like plays the jam and then sees if they can pick it up, you know, because if like a child can pick up something, a really simple phrase, then you know like an entire audience will. 100%.
That one for sure is gonna be quite the one. Now onto a song that sorry Bassi is so you know what I'm saying? It's just, you're so frustrated, you're exhausted, you've been trying to probably talk to this person, and you're just like, sorry Bassi. Yeah.
There's that, but there's also the sorry Basi of like, hi Calvin, you're looking too fresh. See sorry.
Yeah.
See sorry. We're sorry that we doubted you. We're sorry that we did give you your props.
It's like, see sorry Basi can have so many different whatevers.
Exactly.
So many different meanings, right? Especially from a Kenyan context.
Exactly.
All right, we're going to go straight in to Sorry Basi right here on Fast with the Hits Trace FM as we continue to chop up the album from Kagwe Mungai. It's called Rada.